Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here working on the Tsunami Rose Traveler's Notebook Journals for my design team project. And this is the pages. And in the first video, I showed you the kit that I'm using, Charming Fragments. And the second video, we worked on the covers. And so now I said I wanted to do something different with the pages. And the first pages I'm working on, I pulled out one from each. I have the pages divided up for making three, ended up making 3 traveler's notebooks. So I pulled it, I have 3 sets of pages right now from the kit so far. And I pulled out 3 pages, and this is what I'm doing. I have not done this before, but I said I wanted to try something different. And I'm trimming off. I'll show you what I'm trimming off here. What I did is I used some Mod Podge, and I am just, I kind of like to use my papers that I've thrifted, you know. So I've thrifted a lot of sewing patterns lately, and I decided to use some of those on these first pages and see how they came out. And they look like they're coming out very nicely. So here's the 2 pages I did first. One from 2 of the journals. And these are not completely dry, but they're getting there. But I just glued some, trying to see which is up and down. I glued some pattern tissue on the back. So this is tissue. So if you can see that. And then here's the other one. This one I glued more pieces. There's more pieces on here, and you can see them as they're drying, like the really wet parts are where they overlapped a lot here, you know, and these are the like single layers. So this is a double layer where you still see the darker parts are still drying, and the other part's still drying too a bit, but this is when it's going to look like folded in half, you know, kind of. You can kind of get an idea there. And then this one was bigger pieces, and I think it looks really neat. And when it's dry, I'm going to see how it is when it's completely dry and see if it needs a layer over the top. But I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping to leave it just like this. And it's glued down good. So I thought we'd do one together. And that's what I'm trimming off here. When I'm doing it, I'm leaving it over the edge. If it goes over the edge, letting it dry for a while, and then cutting off the extra bits that are sticking over the edges of the pages. So I keep seeing, I think I got them all, and then I keep seeing more here. So just in case, won't get to that today, because on the one we're working on, because we need to let it dry. But if you do this, I would say let it dry. You know, I don't know how many hours I just did this like, 45 minutes ago, maybe not even that much. And it's, you know, almost dry, but not dry. So maybe it takes a couple hours to dry completely. So I would say let it dry real good. And then, you know, then you can trim. So I'm going to put these in back of me and let these continue to dry. We're going to do one together just to show you what I did. So I watered down my Mod Podge. I just got a little thing of Mod Podge here. They have the matte at my Dollar Tree. They have matte and gloss. I got some of the matte, just this little one, because I don't use Mod Podge very much. Actually, I wasn't using it at all for a while, but I used to use it full strength. And now, you know, I had some things that didn't work out well with the full strength. So I'm trying the watered down. We'll see how it goes, see how I like it. But that's one reason I don't want to put it on the top layer, because I don't want to take any chances of anything getting sticky. And I know you can put powder in it and things like that, but I'm not doing that at this point. If I have to put it over the top, I'll probably try the powder in there to make sure it doesn't get sticky. But right now I'm just sticking with the watered down, and I try to do half and half. So I just have it in a little bowl here with the paintbrush, and it doesn't take much. So, and I have some just random tissue from sewing patterns. I have so much of it now, and I'm kind of you know, you can tear it or cut it depending on the look you want. So let's just do some pieces here, and I can just show you real quick how I'm doing this. This should be a pretty quick video, because we're just doing this one page. I wanted to experiment first and then come and show it to you if it looked like it was going to work out well. So, you know, that's always a good idea. Make sure I show you something that's going to work, right? So let's just cut a few pieces here, random, kind of just whatever, and see what we come up with here. I mean, you can use big pieces, you can use little tiny pieces, whatever you want, but this is what I'm doing. I kind of want the, you know, there's a back side and a front side to these, so I kind of want the front side up so I can see the writing. I think that's cool to see whatever is on the pattern, you know, if you can. So I'm just doing a little bit at a time, like not putting the Mod Podge mixture over the whole page or anything. I'm just kind of looking at my piece and saying, okay, I need to just put glue right here type of thing. Trying not to overdo it, but get it all over this section here, right? And this doesn't bother my, you know, you have to know if you're using digital prints to do this with, you have to know whether your ink's going to run or not. My ink doesn't run, so I'm not worried about getting my page wet here. But if you know, I would say experiment with that with your printer if you've never done it before and see if your ink runs, because you don't want to ruin your nicely printed pages, but maybe you can experiment with a scrap or something. So, and I'm trying not to get, I have my baby wipes here, but I don't want to get glue on the other side of my paper. I just want to keep it on this side. So let's do this piece down here. Like I said, this is going to be pretty quick, so I'm using big pieces. If I was using little pieces, it would take a little longer. Let's see, where do I want little pieces? I am letting this go out over the edge a little bit so that I can make sure my edges are covered, so I don't have to come back and put pieces over the edge. Now the other ones I put down, and I made sure, I kind of wanted to see what it looked like with the pieces all smooth. But I kind of want to see also what it looks like if you put down pieces and let them wrinkle a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. See, I've got a little wrinkle right here in my tissue. I think that would look neat as long as it's glued down good. You know, you don't want it popping up or anything. So there we go. Now let's put some right here. Just a little strip, and I'm just gonna, I found it easier to cut. Now if you want to tear it, like I said, that's fine. For me, I just find it easier to cut a piece, because this is so thin, it's kind of hard to control your tearing unless you don't care about that. So let's glue this piece down. Trying not to overdo the Mod Podge. So right here. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around and do the other side. Let's see, I think my glue is all right there. Let me grab a baby wipe. Have my surfaces protected in layers here. I have this thing that I glue on, and I have a placemat, then my regular thing that I have on my table here. So just protecting it from getting glue everywhere. But yeah, keep that handy. Okay, so we've got a couple more pieces here already torn that we tore in the beginning. And these are a little plainer, but I don't care. I want to use all of this tissue. I don't want to be like, I need pieces with just words or something. I want to use all of this tissue. I want to, you know, I have it, and I don't want to waste any of it. So I'm just going to use all of it. And I'm putting this in a different direction. So I'm not really paying attention. I'm kind of paying attention to the direction if it has words, if I can. But if I can't, I'm not worrying about even the direction. Okay, let me cut a piece to fit up here. So yeah, if I have scraps or anything, they're going to get glued down on here, possibly sooner or later. Just a nice solid layer of glue, but not too much. Let's see, I think I need a little bit more over here, where we're going to overlap a little bit here and down here. Okay. And you can see I'm just smoothing the top layer with my finger so I don't get too much glue on the top. I am getting a little bit, especially where we're overlapping here on the top of the tissue. See, I'm not even going to cut that little piece off. I'm going to leave that and put it right down here. I probably don't even need to get more glue on my brush. I probably have plenty on there. So I'm going to try not to dip it again. Okay, so this is all overlapping here, and I see I need a little bit more right here. Let's get that. And now I need a little piece right here. So I'm just going to tear a little piece off here. Just a random little torn piece. Glue it right here. Hopefully that was big enough. So this is what I did with the other two pieces, and then I let them dry that I just showed you, and you saw how they were drying. So that's it. That's all I'm doing. I wanted to show you because I think it's going to be really cool, and this will be a good background. See, these, I wanted to do something different. These are my printed pages, but I wanted to do something. I don't really like plain white paper, and so usually I coffee dye the other side or spritz it with color, but I wanted to try something different, so that's why I'm doing this. And it'll still give me color here, but it's not, it's just something different I wanted to try. So anyway, I wanted to give, put this idea out there if you want to try it, if you're making a journal along with me, or just need an new idea for a journal you're working on. So thank you for watching today. I'll see you. I'm going to come up with some more ideas for more pages, and I'll come back with those because I want to do, like I said, some different things here. I like to do different things in each of my journals. And so this is something different, and I'll come back with some more different things. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting. See you later.